guys, so today's video is going to be about my most embarrassing moment here in Korea. So a little bit of a story for you guys, and I will say that sometimes I do get the odd like minor embarrassing hiccup. Like for example, I will spot a mistake after I've completed the handout, or like when I've handed that out all the work to students, I'm like, damn, there's a mistake. Or like during a PPT, some mistakes will slip through the cracks, and then the embarrassment is momentary and then it passes, and I just quickly, you know, find a way to overcome that. But there was this one embarrassing moment, it still haunts me to today. I don't know if you guys would be like, oh, that's not really that embarrassing, but for me it was like, I wanted the ground to swallow me up. Every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I would do a morning broadcast with one of my co-teachers, and Thursday was kind of my day to present something. So she kind of suggested that I do paper folding or storytelling. So I would alternate the Thursdays, I would do those things. So this faithful morning I was doing, it was actually the first paper folding broadcast I was doing, and I was doing, what was I doing? It was origami, and I was making a jumping frog. So the day before, I feel like you know where this is going, but the day before I had practiced, and so I felt I was prepared, you know, I can memorize things pretty well. So I practiced the paper folding, and I got home and I practiced a bit as well. I practiced like a couple times the day before. So in fairness, I should have practiced more. So then that morning I got to work and I was a bit late, so I had to rush to the broadcasting room. And I didn't bring a instruction sheet with me. Like, I totally forgot to bring it. So I was working from memory. That's a good idea. So I get to the broadcasting room, and usually what my co-teacher likes to do is she has some students come with me to broadcast with me, because I don't know, what did she say she wanted to do that? I think so that I could show like live demo to the other kids, like if we're doing paper folding, then they can fold along with me, because we broadcast to the 4th and 5th grade, and she might bring in a 4th grade, so like a few 4th grade students and a few 5th grade students. So I think this time she had 5th grade, I can't remember. And so what I would usually do, if it was paper folding, I would first demo, and then afterwards I would demo again, but this time with the students. So I get there, and the students are there. There are about 4 students in total, 2 on each side, and I start paper folding, and I'm doing my thing. Then halfway through, I made a mistake, and it wasn't even like a mistake that I could come back from. It was literally like I missed a step, and I carried on going, and I realized somewhere along the line I had folded something wrong, and I could not complete this frog. Like, there was no way it was going to be completed. It was so embarrassing. So I'm there like trying to fold this thing correctly, and it's taking a really long time, and I'm just kind of like, ah. So at this point I'm getting really, really nervous. And so the kids, I know that they fold a lot. Like when I walk into their classrooms, I see a lot of the times they're like paper folding. So I feel like I know they know that I was doing it wrong, because some students started to giggle, and you can see they're kind of like, oh my god. I was like, they had secondhand embarrassment for me. It was so embarrassing, and I'm just kind of like, like I was at the point where I was making the legs for the frog, and it just went completely wrong. So I was going on forever, and I'm kind of like trying to make eye contact with my co-teacher, like she's like and I'm just like, oh, help me. But like at that point I realized, like, you know, when the blood just runs from your body, like no one's actually going to stop this broadcast. I don't know how I'm going to finish this broadcast. Like, this is so embarrassing. It's broadcasting to the whole of the 4th and 5th grade, and no one is going to stop this. So I was just like, I carried on folding, and I just did like a makeshift little thing with the legs, and was like, finished. I was like, this is it, this is what I planned on making. And like the kids were just like laughing, they were just like trying so hard not to laugh. And some 6th graders were there because they were like operating the cameras and the transitions for like stuff. I don't know what they were doing, but they were there like operating the broadcasting stuff, and they were kind of like sniggering a bit, but it was like so embarrassing. And then so we finished the board. I was like, yeah, finished, and I showed them how to make my jumping frog. Oh, gosh. I showed them how to do it, and then so they completed their little thing, and I was like, okay, well done everyone, see you guys next time. And then afterwards we finished, and my co-teacher's like, well done. I'm like, does she really not know what happened? There's like a good minute where I was just like, I was like, I just totally was just like, oh my gosh, what the heck is going on? I don't know what to do, I don't know how to finish this. And then I was like, just pull yourself together and finish this thing. Just try and finish it. So I did manage to like kind of get away with it, but they knew what happened. So guys, that was my most embarrassing moment teaching so far, and it doesn't hurt that much anymore, but it literally, I was embarrassed for days afterwards. Like seriously, you had to have been there. It was like dead silent and very uncomfortable. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little story, and if you have any embarrassing moments to share, let's share our embarrassment together. Just to quickly insert this into this video, if you guys have any suggestions of any videos you would like to see, then feel free to leave those below in the comment section, and I will write those down on my list, and I'll try and get around to making those. So that was my most embarrassing moment teaching here in Korea. I really hope you guys enjoyed that story, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!